you.
Hey everybody, here again, another one. Dare to watch Ash versus Yugi. So I've neither seen Pokemon nor Yu-Gi-Oh, but I'm aware of what both franchises are. My friend here, on the other hand, he's obsessed. Quite literally, actually.
I'm not gonna say it, but I am the orange Snorlax.
And with that being said, with no more questions, let's get into this.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
My question is, how much of their arsenal do they have? Do they have all? Does he have all Pokemon? And does the other one have all cards?
Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Because I'm going to assume
This
it's neither
is a
Ash or
big
Yugi
episode.
actually
Just
fighting.
look
It's
how
just the
long it is.
Pokemon and
so
the
thanks to
Yu-Gi-Oh
our
cards.
sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it happen.
Yeah, go check out Mad Mushroom's newest game, Night Swarm. It just launched.
W sponsor. W sponsor.
To the world time.
Ooh, we're not sponsored, so hey.
Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
Oh, the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he didn't
Age
really
10
know
for
what
40,
that
for
meant
25 plus. Age 10 for 25 plus years. 4-7 from Pallet Town. Champion of Aloha on World Coronation Series. Key items. Okay,
I just
bunch
need to
of random
point something
stuff.
out.
Huh?
I just need to point something out.
What?
He's 10 and 4-7.
Dang, that, you know what? That's you know what? That's a tall 10-year-old.
How about taking down your rivals to
I was
be
like
the very
5'2".
best, like no one ever was. Better than Gary
You
and
also
his
were a
dumb
tall
groupies.
10-year-old.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the
I'm
Pokemon League
6'10" right
tournament.
now.
So Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And what? He's
Electric
your problem
mouse.
now, stupid.
Is he supposed to be a
Pikachu
mouse?
was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes,
Good Lord.
and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note
Some
we
Bart
are
Simpson
prioritizing
time.
the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow rat
His
enough
main.
voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for OHKOing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
so clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But
Hey.
somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of
Break
fast,
dancing?
Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy
should react to
plays
Pokemon
crazy,
one day.
opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond
No. Debatably, yes.
is
No,
magnetic. And
Stupid plans can still work.
My life-
It doesn't mean it's not stupid.
My life has worked, and I'm extremely stupid.
Exactly.
some new allies.
And I should be
Misty,
di-
Brock,
should have died
Serena,
from blood
just to name a
loss
few.
years ago.
Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's
Never
League
once played a
ID won't let
Pokemon
him carry
game.
more than
I
6
feel
at a time.
ashamed,
But if
'cause I
he
should
needs
be.
them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine
If I
their
knew where
water
to find
attacks
like
with Blaze's
Pokemon
Ice Beam.
games, I
One
would.
time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua
I mean, obviously it's
which is
Amazon or wherever they can
fine.
find.
Now
I'm
he's
just
using
saying.
Ice Aqua
Ones that actually
battering
matter.
ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra
There's
induce
so freaking
status
many
effects
of them.
and heal deal with synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary, dark ride. Eat this leaf blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar. Haha!
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and
Does he get
Psybeam.
along with
Charizard came around too.
Pokemon
He's
like the
the
same
last
way
one you
Ben
want to
gets
see on the
along with his
field.
aliens?
Even if you
I mean,
have
obviously Ben is
Blastoise
the
like
aliens
Gary,
he's being. but
Ash will call for
still.
the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss!
It's
The
like, have you
people's
seen
elbow of
Spectera?
Pokemon. Charizard's
I don't
so
think-
strong, his
I don't think I
flamethrower
have,
melts
no.
boulders.
It's
The
like
Pokemon
Spectera.
world is wild.
Ash's
I mean,
Pokédex
obviously I know
spells it out.
Pokemon's not like
Vanillix
Ben
causes
10, I'm just
blizzards.
saying.
Magikarp leaps over mountains
Like the
and
way
into
he just
space.
gets all like the
Dusknoir
different
pulls
Pokemon knows
souls
how to
into
use them
the
and stuff. Would
spirit
it be like
world.
comparable to how Ben
Pikachu
10
cleared a
learns and
storm as wide
knows
as an
what aliens
island.
do?
Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With new regions
how many does this
or
man
new flying
have?
types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly
Dang.
You want physical? Look at
Imagine
Ash.
being in the
This
crowd and getting
dwarf
hit by
somehow
that.
carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing. Ash
What?
huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was
How strong is this
Nothing.
10-year-old? This man 10 throwing around trees?
nothing. Ash can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the
Throw hands
Minnesota
on YouTube.
Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the
Question. How dangerous is the Pokemon world to regular humans? Or is this like if you know type of lifestyle? I mean, I want to assume Pokemons are a common thing in their world, but like how dangerous is it for like regular humans to be walking around? Like, does the Pokemon attack people?
And not really,
unprovoked?
unless you see like an actual dinosaur Pokemon, then
Okay, so are they just like animals in like our world, kind of? Like are these
pretty
considered animals?
much.
Okay, then. So it's still relatively a normal life there, but you obviously have more crazy animals.
Yes.
Oh, okay then. So it's not a very dangerous
Mr. Mind
universe.
back home who mind boggles you with
Because I remember like
screen, and
kids say I
psychic.
want to live in
Yep,
like the Pokemon
that
world,
Mr.
but I'm like, why
Mind,
with all
the
these
stepdad
dangerous
who Ash
things?
caught in a Pokeball and
But
brought
now it's kinda
home.
like a normal thing, just like
so
random
that's
animals.
how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura.
Would
It's
you wanna live
a
in the
life
Pokemon
force that
world?
interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This jackal excels at CQC.
Yes, you'll
and
just see me
shoots steel
laying down
beams
with
and aura
Snorlax.
spheres. And
Wow. I
with
guarantee
evolution,
you I ate
Lucario's
leaves in that
power
place.
surges enough
Where
to
would they
defeat
even
I'm with my
champion
people.
Cynthia's Garchomp.
Where would they
Omega
even
would have been
live?
handy at the
What
Safari
I don't. A god?
Surges enough to defeat champion
I'm sorry.
Cynthia's Garchomp.
Omega would have
No, up and pull at a 10-year-old is crazy work. What did he do to you?
You pull your Pikachu. I pull my Glock. Boom.
What did he do to you to get to his
been handy
dome?
at the Safari Zone when Ash
You could not
accidentally
play- you
caught
could not
30
call them.
Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're
What?
bulls.
Ash genuinely
Okay.
loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid,
Does he really
just
lose that
turn
many
the head
times?
backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into
Oh, it's like
Ash
some
Greninja.
Hiccup and
It
Toothless
comes
type
with a huge
synchronization.
power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for
Hey.
the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and
Dang.
teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants. The Reggie kind, not the New York ones. Who halted Reggie Gigas? Who can tow entire regions?
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
brother,
get
I
me
like a
started on
Pokemon
Alon.
phase.
Ash did everything
They turned
right,
into One
but
Piece.
no! Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blastburn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, poor kids.
Boomstick
Wow.
4 Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar
So from what I'm getting at this,
Gigantamax.
does Ash like do really good with like local stuff, but when it comes to like the championships, he loses?
I don't know.
I mean, you don't know. You're the only source of information on this kind of thing, or do you just know Snorlax is?
Well, uh,
Kaiju
Yeah, I would
Gengar.
go
He
Snorlax.
hunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it smells
I'm trying to learn all I
nasty in there.
can here.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve
Rangers?
into
10 million volt Thunderbolt. This rainbow lightning is their ace.
How does that
You see
not
this
kill
coming?
whatever it hits?
You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused
Yes.
with an ultra beast? Cooked.
Ash
Yes.
journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Let's go
Ash
North
got a
type
gun in
cat.
his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you
ooh,
later,
I want this
Gary.
cat.
In fact, when
Wow,
Ash and
stop
friends
it.
band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time.
You know who
and
I
Dialga
am.
literally
I know,
controls
that's
the
why I said
concept
stop.
of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu.
At this point, I
so
wouldn't
it was
believe
gonna
it.
end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4 kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
He will always be 10, apparently.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi,
Already knowing, bro.
Oh, I
Already
completely
knowing.
forgot this was a battle.
Many a theorist have tried to
Forgot
solve
was
the
a- what you think we
mystery
were
of
watching?
ancient
Infomercial
Egypt.
on Pokemon?
What was the secret
I
to such
don't
a
know.
glorious civilization?
No, this
time
one's
travel,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
the
Okay.
divine hand, aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games
What?
with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz, they were
This
banished
is
to
like
the
that one
Shadow
Adventure Time
Realm.
episode of Card
Wink.
Wars.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi
I gotta
was a
wish and
shy
wish
kid
for a
that helped
friend.
run his grandpop's game shop.
Okay, age 18.
That's
5.
how
He's
JoJo
18
tend to
and
be.
he's 18 and barely taller than Ash. He's 18 and only
In JoJo,
5
that's how you
feet.
came to be. I solved
Julian,
the puzzle.
shut the up actually, please.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle would link his spirit.
I'm just
to an
saying, he's
ancient
18 and barely
Yami,
taller than Ash.
Always willing to lend Yugi a hand, and always on demon time while
He's
doing
only
so.
5 inches
He's
taller.
anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow
Anime
game.
Jigsaw?
Whether it's Griddle Air Hockey, Mario Party with Chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock
look
him
like
down
Dwight
the only
Yagami.
way he knows how. Playing a children's card game.
And for his L,
No,
Kaiba was
not the
given
kids'
a penalty
commercial.
game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous
Okay, so
mind
what I'm getting
crush.
from
The
this
Millennium
seems
Puzzle
like
does
Ash
far
is
more than
more
force
like
hallucination.
physical
It
attacks.
brings
This one's
monsters
more
to
magical.
reality. forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and Yami were
I'm
ready
so
for
lost
anything.
right
Joe,
now.
Yugi
dude.
had a great early deck.
How are you more
for
lost
offense,
than me? I
spells,
feel
Hey,
like
are
you
you
know
on
stuff more
traps
than
for
I would.
setups. Oh, and Exodia.
I haven't watched it.
There they go.
Yeah,
Okay,
now that I've
Yugi's
but I'm
deck
paying
is so
attention. I'm
good.
getting
Why is it in
because here's
meta?
the thing. I know fully what Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon both are, and I know I know their shtick. I just haven't watched or played either game. Like I vaguely played the Pokemon card game, but I don't even know if I knew how to play it or me and my brother just made up rules as to what we thought the game was supposed to do.
Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best
Like I
at
said, I
maximizing
might
the
just
use
react
of
to both
so-called
Pokemon and
terrible
Yu-Gi-Oh
cards.
at one
Yeah,
point in
cool
time.
story,
but I-
Wiz. But
I'm not
what's he
there
gonna
yet.
do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have it multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well,
Wow.
okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him. But I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian
it's
are
almost like
sick,
they said
nasty
Buster
swordsmen.
Baller.
Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's
Either that was a very small moon or he really got it like that. Because to just summon something that you can just destroy moons with a poke? What Pokemon got it like that? Does any of them? I hope there is.
better.
There
It's
is
a living clock.
there
that
is a Pokemon that eats meteors.
Yeah, but a meteor and a moon can be 2 different sizes.
Oh wait, hold on.
Like a meteor could very well be part of a moon somewhere.
Well, here's the thing. There is a meteor. Well, Omni-Man did lift a meteor that was the size of Texas.
Is the moon the size of Texas? Think about that for a second, Julian. Is the moon the size of Texas? You tell me.
It's about okay. The moon is about 1/4 the size of Earth, meaning it's the size of
Speaking
Texas.
of wizardry,
What? It's 1/4 the size of
Yeah.
Earth, so it's the size of Texas.
No, I said it's 1/4 the size of Texas.
Oh, okay.
you can't have a Yugi deck without his
I'm
right
kidding.
hand, Dark
The Earth
Magician,
moon is like
and his
3
apprentice,
point-
Dark Magician Girl.
Both are
7 times
masters
smaller
of
than
dark
Earth.
magic, and
Yeah, I
Yugi often
know.
pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle
Okay,
is
so
a
I'm
bot
gonna
with a
assume
cannon
my
that literally
assumption was
launches
correct. The
other
Pokemon are
monsters.
more like
And when
physical.
Yugi
These ones
comboed
have
it
like
with
more
Gaia
magical
and Swords of
abilities.
Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down
Yeah.
an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game
I mean,
works.
obviously he's
Is he
still
cheating?
summoning like
Well, we're
physical
prioritizing
things.
the
but,
manga
like
and
his has
anime over
more
anything
magic
else, which
comparison
can
to
differ
Ash.
from the real world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards.
I would like to know how to
Monster
play
Reborn
both
resurrects
games
a
in real
fallen
life.
friend.
I just
Turn
do
jump
not
is
have
a
the time nor
skip,
friends to
and
do
Pot
so.
of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards.
I
like
would do
Pot
it.
Of Greed, which lets him draw
Yeah,
2
but
more
here's the
cards.
thing,
like
you're not
If things
here
get
with me.
dicey, he has more trap cards to level the
You are
field.
way
Ah,
beyond
yes,
my
good point.
Which puts
reachability.
damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if
There's
his
probably
monster's
some
dead life
online
points
version
get wiped,
somewhere,
he can
but
just
I'm
press
too lazy to
Control
look.
Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
I'm looking
Sephiroth.
at more
Pegasus
about
Pegasus can
this.
read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to
They're
pick
like
up on the
Sephiroth.
strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless,
And
Yugi
still
and Yami are
lost?
an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit
Oh,
enough to
wait,
dodge
actually, wait,
lasers,
hold on, pause
resist
this.
getting their soul.
What?
There is a Pokemon that is literally the creator of the universe.
Okay, got you. But does Ash have access to that Pokemon? Or does that thing just exist?
Let's find out, shall we?
Ripped out and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty runback against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater,
I don't know
Merit,
why he
who
just
wanted the
looked
3
like
Egyptian
Yagami
god
to
cards
me.
to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey.
How many
But to
Declan
claim
episodes
the
are
Egyptian gods,
there?
Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness.
Trigon looking
It was
thing
time
is
for
that?
Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his
What I
deck.
say in
Not at
Uno,
all.
part
For
of the
Yugi,
cards.
Drawing the
Shut
card he
up.
needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian
Parlay but
past,
cooked.
his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the
I put-
ultimate duel monster who banished
If you
Zork and all
how
of
do
his
gods
scary
fuse together
darkness
to
for good.
combine
The
into an even
epitome
bigger
of,
god?
Screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created
You clearly have
Yu-Gi-Oh's
not
multiverse
seen
with
records
that
of
same
Ragnarok.
light. Judgment
Oh, I
had
have
passed. Across many duels, evil was
Those who know what I'm
vanquished.
talking
There was
about.
only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence,
They went Super
he and
Saiyan?
Yugi
What
would
was
always
that?
be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him.
The meme.
I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game
That's the
design
only thing that
and
I've seen
passed
from
the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
torch to
was that
future
one
duelists.
meme. It
He would
should
be
have been
remembered
me.
as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story, another duel, another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
All right, let's get into
The
it.
Battle of the
I
Millennium
don't
is
know how
about
the
to
heck this
start,
game's
but we
gonna
wouldn't
play
be able
out.
to make it happen without some
I
help
don't know
from-
either.
Because I'm gonna assume it's gonna be both. I don't think Ash and Yugi are gonna
Shouldn't
actually
show
throw
up
hands at
late.
all. I think it's legit just gonna be whoever they summon on the court.
All
Oh, my
right, the
money's on-
combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as a real
Okay, whose side are you on? I guess I'll be whoever the other one is. Dang, you really not
Here's
know?
the, are they using Ash's most powerful Pokemon?
I mean, let's just go with let's just guess. Like, who do you gonna pick as your person? And I'll pick whoever you don't pick.
Friended the Pokemon, but doesn't have, you know what? Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay, I guess I'm Ash then.
time fight, much
Let's
like
see who
typical battles
wins.
in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime.
Give us my
And given that
parlay,
the
Ash,
rules of
please.
Pokemon and duel
I need
monsters are
this.
clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably
I need it
available to
more.
It's time to death battle!
Ash, my parlay's on you, bro. Not them doing the... Okay, that's clever. I'm loving this.
You okay, Pikachu? This Furon 4 is tricky. Hang in there!
Do they have health bars in this as well?
But I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him up with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up.
I can't take it seriously when there's a red crocodile fighting.
Great job. Now,
I can't take this seriously.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face.
I did
down.
not know his voice would sound that deep.
Dimension Space!
Yes, just spawn the fucking...
Why would you shoot it at him?
I allow it.
Dang.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Just summons bulls. Pull up with every op he has.
I choose
My question is, is he going in with like all base Pokemon, or are they coming with any evolutions or whatever?
I'm sorry, what were those... Irby looking at things?
Just setting the whole world on fire. Okay, so they can summon them all. Dang.
Aha!
The heck did he just summon? It's bigger than the whole place! Just shoots everything. This one throw a Hondukin?
I'm sorry, what? Go back! No, go back! He grabbed it and...
You know what? Don't ask questions. You just eviscerated all of them. He snatched his chain?
I'm sorry, partner.
My money is on Pokemon! Yeah, we're switching!
No, Julian. You can't... You might have a chance still. He's having a main character lock-in moment.
Heart of the cards.
Might be his lock-in moment, you don't know. Oh,
Who's
not the
that
giant.
Pokemon?
That ain't Pokemon, that's...
This is it! Magicians!
God, there's something loading!
Harakti! Joser!
That's to snap everyone out of existence.
Pikachu, let's finish this. Together!
Oh yeah, that giant thing they had.
I'm sorry, 10 million gold!
Yeah,
You
like what?
activated my trap card! Magic Cylinder! With
Aw,
it, I'll send
dang.
your Thunderbolt back to attack your light points directly!
Honestly, I should have known I was cooked. Turned him to stone?
awesome duel, Ash.
Yay!
I mean, to be honest, I think we both kind of knew who had the edge in this fight.
childhood. Whiz, quick! I need your tears.
I gotta
We
be
can
honest,
save
I
him.
didn't
There's
know
a lot to
either.
this, so let's break it down by experience,
I knew
strategy, and
freaking Yugi was gonna
Starting
win this
with
fight. That's
experience.
why I was like
Both
thinking
Ash
I know.
and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best.
Wouldn't experience
and traveled
go to,
all over the world?
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and
Yeah,
saved the
granted.
world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash
Oh,
wins in experience,
okay.
but when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at
Yeah,
improvisation
fair.
and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the
Freaking
same
Yu-Gi-Oh
goes for
has
Yugi.
a-
Gotta remember,
Bro's gotta
Yugi
swap and
Atem's
increase-
teamwork is second
He
to
thinks
none.
too
They're
fast.
masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to
Fast
chuck
through
trees
hands.
and lift baby gods. Just punch
Just
him, man.
the strategy, just let me
Yugi's
go ahead
similarly
and-
tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tiers scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more Psychic Barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution, and so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had, and he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry
Oh,
revives.
okay. I guess that
and
makes
even then,
sense. Once
reviving
one
Pokemon in the
dies,
anime
they
is
just always out of
entirely
the
different
count
from the
until
game.
they get back to the
Meanwhile,
hospital.
Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The
I mean,
winner
it makes
is
sense
Yugi
that
Moto.
Ash lost. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Death Battle will be back in 2026.
Okay, yeah, this is an old video. Got you. Anyway, yeah, I feel like Ash losing was not crazy. Given, like I said, the other dude
Okay.
had low-key magic and gods on his side. I think that's not a
Again,
crazy loss.
So did Ash.
Yeah, but to how much of a degree are they we saw a dude combine 3 already powerful things in the
Oh, there's one god of
angel.
time, the god of reality, Mewtwo.
Okay, but I didn't see Mewtwo in that fight, I don't think. But did you?
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, that's crazy. They said they were he was gonna get. They said it in the video. They were gonna give them whatever they thought they would realistically have access to in the. We're gonna assume he didn't have all of the Pokemon, and The other guy didn't have all of the Yugi cards. They had whatever they thought they would have on deck. But hey, I guess this just depends on what they do. But I guess that was it for this one, man. Hope you all have a good day, and God bless.
Yeah, boy.